Hello, folks. Greetings. My name is Swaminathan. I am the founder of YS Technologies and another startup called young scientist.In. Before starting my own startup, I was in IT for almost 20 years. Okay. I worked for a large IT consulting services for 17, 18 years, and then I was there in US for 10 years as part of my on-site assignments. Currently, as in YS Technologies, we do staffing support as well as IT consulting, which is maintenance and support and IT developments. Today in this video, I wanted to share some quick tips on making your profile looks attractive and having the relevant information which is required for you to get through or get shortlisted. As part of the staffing support, and we filter a lot of profiles to share it with our client. We see variety of profiles, and one common pattern which we noticed is that many candidates with good experience were not able to explicitly explain their experience and then write it down in their profiles appropriately. So today I will show some of the sample profiles, good one and not so great one. And then also, I will walk you through the template, profile template, which we have created for every one of you. And then, we will explain each of those sections in that profile template for you guys to understand the importance of those, template. Let's go.
I'll show you quickly 3-4 resumes. Okay, so this one, the first one, this gentleman has close to 3 years experience. He is listed as employers, but nothing more than that. Absolutely no other information. Just few skill set mentioned. There is nothing related to project. What was his contribution? Nothing. Okay, so these kind of resumes won't be shortlisted. Won't no clients would want to actually look further in this profile. They will outrightly reject this one. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So here okay, so this one it's very nicely done professional summary. So he has listed down all his domain knowledge, technical skill set and all those things, and his current employers, certification details. This education information can go in the bottom because it doesn't need to be here in the middle. And similarly, there is no need of all class 10, class 12 information and all this. Nobody is going to look at these things. Okay, technical skill set, it's nicely arranged and listed, and project details good, but project description is too much, and that can be minimized. The responsibilities, it's he has mixed up his responsibilities as well as his contribution. So you can put it your key contribution for the project, and then list down all those things whatever you have done on the project. So he has mentioned other things. It's good. Now this gentleman, he has listed down the professional summary. Technical skill sets, it's okay, it's messed up kind of, and then the project information is completely there is not much information. So it's just a project description. There is what was his role and what he contributed in that project. There is not much information about that. Okay, so here is another one. See, you should always move your education information in the bottom. See, this one, there is no information here, only the company name and his current designation, but absolutely no information about the projects or anything. So nobody is going to believe this profile, whether he has a real time work experience with this kind of a profile. And this is beautifully written profile. Okay, so he has listed down absolutely in a fantastic way. Look at his professional summary. This is what we are emphasizing. So this gives a clear picture of what is his current skill set. If I hire him for a .NET, I know that he has extremely good experience on ASP.NET, MVC, WCF, etc. So he has nicely listed down his skill sets and segregated according to his experience, and he has listed down all the tools and everything. So then it's employer, and then his client information and key responsibilities. Again, the responsibilities he has, his key contribution, he is mentioned under key responsibilities. See, for example, motivated the team whenever they stuck. These are his contribution to the project. So this is our sample template. You can download this template from our website. I'll share the link in the description below. So this template is to give an idea, as well as you can download and then modify also. So you start with your name and your mobile number and the email ID here, and remove all these red lines wherever in this document, because these are instruction. You can just remove those red line. Make sure your documents are spell checked. Start your profile with professional summary, whether you are a fresher or 2 years experience or 20 years experience, doesn't matter. But start with explaining what all things you gained. If you are a fresher, then it may be a little difficult to write too much on this section, but you can still write skills which you learned during your college time, whatever is relevant to this particular job which you are applying for it. Okay, so in this resume I have given a sample that it's somebody's professional summary is this one. Say how they explained. So first line, they start with number of years experience in particular technology, in this case business intelligence, data visualization tools, and Tableau and Power BI and etc. And then they list down and what are the other expertise, and then what are the things which they have worked on and handled, blah blah blah, and all those things. Once this is done, you list down your skills. Okay, the skills, this is where we have come up with this idea, and in fact we were trying to create a product to create some kind of a rating for your skills, but it is still under work in process. So in your resume, you list down your skill set like this. What is your skill set, how much hands-on experience you are having on that particular skill set, and when did you actually work on that skill set. That is very very key. Okay, see, this case Java, so I put my experience on this. I worked in way back in 2004 to 2006. Now it's 2021. Okay, so even though I'm very good at that time, I may not be up to date on current updates on Java, and I may not be even remember those things. It is as good as like forgotten skill set. Okay, So the period has a lot of significance, and also your assessment. So this case, it's just take it as a example, because it's a contradiction. It says 2004 to 2006, and then I've written it's as good can start working from day one with little or no support from the project team. So whatever, okay, so if it is something like that, yes, you write it, okay. If you only has theoretical experience, then you give it, it's only a theoretical experience. So list down all your skill sets, and then explain that what is your level of comfort on that skill set, for the project team to understand when you can contribute on that particular skill set. The person who is hiring would be very eager to know whether you can right away start working on his project or not, okay. So this assessment will help him to assess, and then map his requirement to your skill set, and identify whether your skill sets meets his need, okay. So this is again sample. Say in this case, I've given I just no hands-on experience, but I have a certification, confident in working on this particular technology with minimum help. So say it confidently. If you're confident on quickly learning, you can quickly learn, and then contribute to the project. So list down all those technical skills. Don't leave anything, including HTML, CSS, which are very very key in the current age, where everybody is looking for full stack developer, okay. So list down everything, then come to experience. List down your client name or company name. Most of the service companies, you would be working for a client. So if you can reveal your client name, yeah, reveal it, client name, and your title, and your duration, how much time you worked on that particular project, and then very few lines about the project, not more than 3 lines, 3 to 4 lines, okay. Unless that project has a serious significance on the domain related things, don't write too much about the project, okay. Rather, you spend your time and effort on writing as much as possible on your contribution, and the key achievements you have done, and the learning which you had acquired by being in that project, okay. So list down here, in this case, we have list down designed a solution architecture for SCADA, blah blah blah, security multi-layer contract for developing and maintaining. List down exactly what all things you have done, okay, and then what all the technology experience you gained by working in that project. So write each project in that similar structure, and then keep listing down. If you are 15 plus 20 plus experience people, then summarize those things. Few key projects which you highlight, remaining projects you summarize, and then list down all your contribution, and then the technical skills which you acquired during that period of time, okay. And then if you have acquired domain knowledge, or foreign language knowledge, particularly if you're working in for a Japanese client, and then you learned Japanese, or a German client, if you learned Germany, then those things you list down, which are very very key skill set in the current IT industry. So it will really help. So list down those things, and then in the last sections, just mention about your degree and education information. Nobody needs your GPA score, your other mark, blah blah blah, and all those things. You can leave those things out, and then focus mostly on the skill set. And then if you have any certification and membership on the technical side, then you mention those things, okay. So this would be very clean type of a structure for a person who's trying to read through your profile. They will quickly understand what is your skill set is, and what all experience you have, and then they will decide to shortlist your profile for interview or not, or in some cases they may even ready to hire you based on your profile itself.
Hope this video would help you to improvise your profile. If you like it, please share it with your other friends who are looking for a change. And also, please, send your profile to us. If you wanted to seek our help, okay, you can get our email ID in the description.